Alright, guys. Sorry, today is absolutely. I am behind a little bit today, but I will be on for at least until 5:36 at the latest. Um, Now we are currently resting here. Um, now, um, there's a lot of things that I wanted to share with you guys. Um, Today, yes, I'm gonna have some things that I wanted to share. Um, Now, okay, Namaskogan. Alright, um, I always like to do quick travel. Quick travel. Now, we are pretty much here at 4,100 and... Alright. Okay, let's go to Garage Manager here. Alright, so we got this Volvo FH Globetrotter XL. So now let's go to Volvo itself. Buy online. And go to my configurations. We'll purchase you. There. Okay, so now let's go to Truck Manager. I believe the FH. I believe I do now have Maddie's Trucking. Now, I'm still gonna work on that, but we will confirm you. Copy just the paint job. On all 4 of those. Then I think I can upgrade you. I don't think... That's the Globetrotter XL. Cannot be physically changed yet, for that one. So the Volvo FH4s will not be able to be changed, but the F3s will be available. Able Trailer Manager, okay, so no, that's in the wrong one. Okay. I think I already... Yeah, all of them are already set up with that, so we're good there. Hold on, guys. Give me quite... Close you out. So, there's a couple things today that I'm going to share with you guys. Typically, I don't like usually talking about a lot of US... Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the cargo market. Okay. I'm gonna take one. I am wondering. That's just taking canned pork. I'm wondering. Before we get into the news, I'm wondering if I can change my trailer. Um, because I want to go to trailer manager. I want to be able to see if I can take um um a trailer, but I don't think I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my fleet configuration. I'm going to take a dry freighter. Um um no, I want to do the dry freighter itself. Um because I am um so we'll purchase you. Okay. And then I want to make it private. I want to make the dry freighter. No. Okay, and then got a little bit of a wiggle, 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 wiggle that butt. And then make that private as well. Yes. Okay. Now it means I have to go all the way up there. Let me go to navigation. We can do an easy. Okay. No, and then we'll do the same thing here, except we will do that. We'll do the service recommended plus that. And then I'll do a quick travel again. Because I can do this, I can spend a little bit in quick travel. Only because I wanted to change trailers. Okay. So now let's go to the cargo market. That's gonna take potatoes down into Bergen. That's going up there to take electronics. Oslo, Norway. That's going down back that way. Sandoval. Model is gonna take those canned beans. But Model, that's gonna get us going up to that point there. Going to Donbass. I think what I might do is take this, since we haven't been that way. Because I have been to Bergen. Kirkesand. Do we have anything from Kirkesand? Do we have anything going into the Netherlands, which is NIL? Oh, Hamburg, Germany. Let's do what I was planning on doing. Not that one, the other one. Where are you? This one. Alright. Found what I was, absolutely looking for. Hold on, guys. We're gonna do a thing real quick. Okay. No, I don't have a lot of time tonight. But we're gonna change our delivery types of goods right now. So, now let's get into our topics for today. Um, our main topic for today is primarily talking about the USA and some news. That's not the case. I'm gonna edit the title real quick because I can do that. Okay. No. Um, okay. Right, I had to change the title real quick there, guys. Um, because today there is if you guys are watching from one platform or another, today we are going to be talking about the grave problem within the United States as of today. The 20 no today as of the 16th. And there is some grave problems within the United States. For some of you, you probably already know, and you're probably already wondering what's going on. I don't know much about the G7 visit with Trump, though. But there was a thing where I do have some little bit of knowledge on it. It's not, that one's not as big as the other two. The biggest one that I wanted to share with you guys, and remember, if any of you guys are in need of seeking help or in seeking of care, and you are here in the United States, use the Trevor Project. Use their hotline. Don't use the U.S. hotline if you are LGBTQ, because you might not. If you are experiencing any of those things, please use them as a good, nice resource compared to the 988 number. The 988 number is not going to help you in any way, shape, or form now, because of stupid Donald Trump starting to got that number for help with LGBTQ. And then also, if you are wanting some extra help and wanting to get away from the United States using that number, you can always go and use the Canadian number, which is the 1877 something something something. I don't remember exactly the whole entire number because it was just a new thing that they brought in. So if you are experiencing any of those kind of hotline for the suicide hotline, please do use those numbers. It really does help. And the other thing I want to also tell you guys is that, Canada out there is willing to help the United States when its people are being destroyed under the United States. I made that turn really badly. And you guys can use those numbers. I'm telling you this now because, and share it with your friends, family, share it with everybody. Because right now the United States is not doing so hot. And I'm going to tell you, as somebody who is absolutely thinking about leaving the United States, are we actually going to DTS? Okay. In all of this, because there's gonna be some things I'm gonna do before I go anywhere. Anywhere. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of stuff today. I am not gonna be on for super long either. Now, if you guys happen to see I'm actually... Whoops. But, so I want you guys to know that you guys can go and get help through it. There is an American hotline now for people who live in Canada, not who live here in America, can use the Canadian toll-free number. I will give you guys the link, the number, here in a second. And then I'll post it in the comments, for it. Hold on. Where are you? Okay, because Trump shuts down that 988 number. Canada is now broadcasting this. It's 1-877-330-6366. For any of you who might need it or know of anybody, remember to call that line. If you are experiencing any of those things, it's always good to have that available. And then also, not only do you have the 1-877 330-6366 from Canada, it is an American number. It is for Americans who need that help, because of the hotline that was shut down by Trump. That can now be used. So if you are in, and Canada is actually is willing to help us in America when they can. You know, America is not a great country right now for any reason on all of this. So if you know of anybody who might be thinking of these things, needs to get some help, you know, if they had this guy from these two guys that, you know, over the weekend, because I didn't even get on yesterday at all, and so you guys have already been hearing about it by now, but the two senators that were shot, I didn't say that they were killed, only one was. Because I made that grave mistake from last night when I said it. But just to be clear, that guy had a mental breakdown, and mental breakdowns we need to be talking about this with somebody. And you should always get a therapist. You know, I will tell you, you can use BetterHelp if you'd like, but I would personally look for something local, look for something outside of BetterHelp that's not gonna, might sell your data, might take your information and use it elsewhere. But you can use whatever feels the best you can do to help yourself. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is that we have this visit from Donald Trump. Not this visit, but we had a visit with Donald Trump and the G7. The G7 visited over the week, over today. Don't know much about the details and much about the information, except for that while he was there, he basically lambasted Democratic-held cities. These G7, I'm pretty sure that the G7, I am pretty sure it's going to come down to the G6 again. Going to drop down even another country is going to be in there, and it's going to be the G6 without Donald Trump without the United States being there. And it's just sad to see, because, you know, the United States is revered as one of the best countries ever. It is not. It is not one of the things that are there, and it's never going to be something that I don't like it. I don't agree with the United States right now. I will tell you, the United States is not what it used to be. That's how the stand I have for him. To be honest, I really don't have inspiration for the United States as much as I used to. You know, I still stand with some of the things the United States states with the majority of the people. And stuff, and it's just ridiculous to see a lot of what's going on, and I will tell you, if any of you guys need a lot of the assistance and a lot of support, there are places you can do it. See, I might as well just stick to 60 miles an hour, just because of it changes so dramatically that it's just like, I'm just gonna stick to 60. And then there's this another huge problem, is that if you are a veteran, okay, there's this huge VA problem with the veteran system. You know, the veterans are experiencing a problem within it. Now basically, if you are a Democrat and you are a veteran, you will not receive care now. According to Trump, basically you're lambasted for doing that. Let's see. What else? What else can I do to share with you guys on this issue? With this, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are with God, God doesn't care about your identity. God doesn't care that you're a Democrat. God doesn't care that you're a Republican. God doesn't care that you're, doesn't care about your identity. He cares about you individually. And that's just ridiculous that Trump is basically saying, And Trump is basically, he says he's a Christian, right? But he is no Christian. He is not Christian-like, never will be, because God basically tells you, it doesn't matter how you vote or what you do or it does a little bit, but he's gonna extend out his arm. He's gonna help anybody who is in need, and he's out there willing to help people. But the veterans, Donald Trump is not willing to help veterans. He's only willing to help those who support him, and only those who absolutely support him in of course, trailer damage. Donald Trump has now basically given the middle finger. And it's like, why would you stop helping Trump? Because he's a dictator? Why would you say that I stopped helping Trump? A lot of people will look at me and say, I voted for him 3 times. I voted for him three times. 3 times? I did not vote for him 3 times. I voted for him twice. Not 3, but twice. No, not people won't say that I voted for him 3 times. That's a lie. Sorry about that. But basically, people will think that I am lambasting, thinking that I didn't support him. Oh, I didn't do this. Or I didn't vote for him. I'm sorry. I stopped voting for Trump since 2020. I stopped voting Republican since 2020. Why? Because of Donald Trump and because of his evil, narcissistic, fascist dictator that he is. Over the weekend we had these No Kings protests. I loved the No Kings protest. Showed him who's boss. And it's also VA hospitals also within all of this, he also basically said that if you are not married, that you can't get health care from the VA. And it's like, this isn't Trump. This is what Satan wants. Satan wants to in your life. Satan wants to take control of your life and say, you have to do this, you have to follow me, you have to do this, or and God wants you to live a certain life as well. As well. And it's like, oh, holy Jeeves. I corrected myself there. That. And it's just like, it's like this stuff with the VA and this stuff going on. It's like Donald Trump is no longer a person that you should look up to. If you are out there standing up there and you vote Donald Trump because you thought he was going to be a good person, you thought he was going to help this country. Remember this. There are three things that you need to realize. Okay? And most people don't realize this, that there are three things that you need to know. First off, the truth is always there. Okay? The truth will always be there. Okay, that truth, if you believe in Donald Trump and you follow him, the truth that he tells, the things that he tells you aren't the truth. Not necessarily the truth. Okay? Then you have the right's truth, you have the right wing's truth, you have the left wing's truth, and then you have the absolute truth. Okay? A lot of you guys don't understand that the truth is nowhere in Really? Now I'm gonna make this guy, I'm gonna make these guys behind me slow down. Really? I'm sick and tired of Trump just trying to take over the country. Going to continue on that. Alright, anybody have anything there? Let's go down to check. Alright, so I've been live streaming for about these 50 minutes. Alright. We got about like 5 minutes left, guys. We need to go to the right here, though. I mean the left. We need to go to the left up here. Here, because we need gas, to be honest. I did not mean to go that way, because I need to actually go and get some rest as well. As well. Remember, guys, if you guys are enjoying yourselves today, remember to hit that subscribe, hit that like. It is greatly appreciated. I like to rest a couple of times. Unless it becomes dark, then I like to rest at least up to 3 times, because that does give me 363. So now let's go to company. Let's go to services. Hold on. Let me go to company. Garage manager. Let me check. I need one more truck for that one, so we can go to a Volvo FH Globetrotter is what we need. We'll go down here. We can buy online. Thank you very much. And then Korea. Thank you. That allows us to get for what we need there. And then we can recruit all of these. So then we'll hire Sophia. Well, but she's got 3 there. But then there was another there's another one down here. Lawrence D has 4 already set up for that availability. Well, that one, see, he's asked wage is 371, right? Sophia L's asked wage is, her driver rating's a lot better though. I'm going with better driver rating. Alright. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you, or I am going to tell you, I'm going to get off because it is that time for me to get off. I need to do a few things. I really need to get my controller cleaned up. But I'm going to get off for today. I know today was a lot shorter than I normally typically do. I know it's only an hour. I try to make it an hour and a half to 2 hours. But I have something I have a few things I need to do. First off, I need to have enough time for me to be able to be prepared for when my mom decides to get home from getting the groceries. I need to do at least take out the trash and do some chores, pretty much. But anyway, mostly I just need to be able to be ready to go for when my mom decides to show up. So anyway, we will catch you guys tomorrow or tonight. I will be on tonight. I might play some Magic tonight. I might play some more Euro Truck Simulator 2, and if I do play Euro Truck Simulator 2, guys, that's what I'm going to do for it. So I will leave you guys here with a couple of things before I do quite get off. I want you guys to know that when you guys are out and about, be on your best behavior, be on your best guard in the United States. If you are here in the United States or traveling, please, please, please do go and not come to the United States. If you have any plans to come to the United States, if you're not a U.S. citizen, do not come to the United States, because you are literally at risk of losing the opportunity to come here. I am going to tell you a couple other things that I am going to also be working on actually applying for a job. Um, and so I want you guys to know that. Anyway, make sure you guys are followed. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Sorry, I blinked out there for a second. And then also make sure that you guys uh, followed here on Trovo and TikTok. Subscribe here on YouTube. All of those are free. If you want to support me, you can be subscribed here on Trovo. It does cost a little bit, or you guys can go to my Ko-Fi and spend a little bit there as well. But I will catch you guys later.